mid-2012, High Priest Kwatamani shared a message that he was about to be given a tremendous task, a major challenge, a dangerous assignment that would require the soulful essence of who he be to reroute an over-challenged soul through a very critical stage in her soul journey that would allow her to return to the supreme circle of life, divine order. On September 22nd, 2012, the Kwatamani First Genesis Tribe came face to face with the sacred soul who was overwhelmed with challenges. All circumstances gave the appearance that this would be a mission nearly impossible.
Kwananu, do you remember this date? September 22nd, 2012? Do you remember?
Wow. I remember this date 9 years ago when my mama gave me the biggest surprise of my life when she brought me back here to the rainforest jungle with all the jaguars and the yellow jaws and away from all the television and electricity.
Wow. I have a little memory on that because I do remember that day when she came driving up and everybody was like, who just drive on the land? And then me and Kwananu came walking and then we met this sister and she was in her knee. I remember that so clear. Now tell me your experience since you've been 9 years. Wow.
Yeah, the Babylon system had a hold on me. Finally I find my destiny. Sunshine, find your destiny. I've been searching for so long. There's something inside that has grown so strong. Gotta let it show, cause they don't know that deep inside lives an old bold soul.
Been reflecting on the things I did, giving thanks and praise for this opportunity.
They never know I was born to be free. I connect with three ancestral family tree. I'm blessed this day and I'm proud to say I wouldn't want to live no other way. Oh, never back down, never back down, never give up. Even when the road gets rough and the going gets tough.
Never, never back down, no. Reach for your strength through all of the struggles.
Even though sometimes you are stumble, sunshine, hold on to your light.
Hold on to your light.
Keep on pushing each and every day and night. Keep your head up through it all. Only a few will hear this ancestral call. Ooh, sunshine, hold on to your light. Keep on pushing every day and night. Yeah. Keep your head up through it all. Only a few will hear this ancestral call.
Sunshine, hold on to your light. Keep on pushing, yeah, each and every day and night.
The other day a wise man said to me, do you really want to set your spirit free? I said, oh yes I do, but it's so hard you see. I was stuck in a self-identity.
He said, hey sunshine, got to have divine humility, and appreciation is always the key. Do all you can to be spiritually free.
Forever we don't back down, never back down.
My reasoning is different. I learned to appreciate things I never thought about before. I've learned to realize that there's a soulful essence of all that I am, and I've learned that the self is not the wholeness of who we are, but it's the soul. And that, among other things that I've learned, has really brought me a lot of mental, physical, and spiritual stability. Because I know that before I came, I was on a pathway that leads to self-destruction. I mean, I was getting into things that I had no business getting into. I was following behind people that I shouldn't have been following behind. I was yielding to peer pressure. And you know all what young sisters go through out there, where they have that sense of wanting to belong and wanting to be a part. And it gets to a point where you have to make decisions, and the decisions that you make can adversely affect you. And looking at that time, I wasn't clear. I didn't have the comprehension that I needed to have to safeguard my own being. So at that time, it was like my mama, she was like, she needed to step in and find a way to secure me. If not, I was gonna self-implode.
I am not unique. It is divine guidance we seek.
My eyes have seen the glory.
My eyes have seen the glory of the coming of a man.
Glory, glory, glory.
Glory to the man who overstands femininity is the key to the master plan.
This is the most serious encounter we may ever had in my life. I start this life when I'm 16 years old. Me get caught up in a peer group pressure, in the wrong environment at the wrong time. I made that power downward spiral into the lower and lesser degrees of a dead end.
Her mama grew up tough, had it rough, was once soft, sweet and tender, had to surrender too many times on the street, didn't want her daughter to meet the same fate, make the same mistake she made.
Do you want to listen to the playback?
Mama's mama had passed, her life went too fast, but her spirit spoke loud and clear, get your daughter out of here. Every day you work is a day players play. Every day your daughter will become a victim of prey in the twilight zone where STDs roam and self-deified individualism has a mind of its own.
Now I'm very serious. Serious B is a switch mysteriously. This B ain't no bitch, seriously. Blacker than the eye by yourself can see.
I'm proud of the changes that I've made within my being, and being able to grow into this environment, into this way of life. I have so much appreciation for it because it was the only way for me. And I found out that over time, I found out that the reason why I was never able to belong there is because I didn't belong there. And this is where I belong. And I feel at home, I feel at peace, I feel a sense of stability, and I feel like I found my being. And I have things that I wanted to express, and I have the opportunity now to express them within a holistic living way of life.
Glory to the Most High, answer my grandmama's
Mama
cry.
tried they hard to cope. They tried to teach her daughter to drink, party, sniff, and smoke a little dope. Mama was at the end of her rope. Grandma's spirit had a greater scope, directed her to us as a last ray of hope. Yes, her spirit told Mama to search and find us. She still reminds us of how she begged and pleaded about how much her daughter needed better direction, divine guidance and protection. Didn't know what it would look like or how it came to be. Never before did she hear or see the whole life reality of divine socioeconomic family community. But action speaks louder than word, and divine example speaks loudest of all. As we witness femininity rise into this sacred ancestral call.
Them say I was cursed, them say I was dumb, them say I brainwashed by making man. You know the bad mind self, the fight kind seeks to destroy another's peace of mind. But them don't know the real deal about how his energy is healing. He teaches a holistic way of life, it brings such a beautiful feeling. To consume from the fruits of the tree, divine, social, economic, family, community. I indulge in this whole life energy, he resurrected the soul in me.
Like a lost lamb led to the altar to be bled. Nothing was said till after she fled. What happened to the girl they knew before the whistle blew? Mama asked us for a rescue. Is she now part of a code, or did the hater who wrote footnote cope when she spoke to spook folk? Her mama saw discipline, order, and respect as a saving grace when she brought her daughter to our jungle space.
What was she thinking? Oh, she was thinking fast.
It was my grandma's blessing, helped me learn a different kind of lesson. Oh, mama did all she could do, but she knew what the cold hard world could do to a baby girl. So she got me out to thought I doubt, and I came face to face with a different kind of place and a whole different kind of way of natural living I was given. A chance for my soul to
Straight A
rise.
student never challenged to think. Standing on the brink, we supplied the vital link. Raw and living fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, herbs, and spice. A garden culture way of life. Detoxing and purging, yes. Passing her test, she began emerging, taking time to reason with common sense. Hence, initiation commenced. Text after text, asking what's next. From when she woke until when she slept, she studied the teachings of Imhotep. No smoke, no fire, no frost, no artificial heat. You are the sum total of what you eat. She was taught sacred principles of the Kemetic Naga priesthood, where supreme masculine and feminine energy is well understood.
You wonder why I sing praises. I found a nature of energy that raises
Femininity to a state I never thought it could be. Nobody ever showed me the reality
of the nurturing essence
that births and sustains our presence.
The first teacher.
We taught the 42 principles of my art, which stand as the sacred order divine. And then how further down the line, Moses was taught in a Kemetic tempo, tried to make it simple, reduce the sacred principles to 10, trying to get the lost children to comprehend. But up until now they still waver and bend, lie, steal, kill, bathed and baptized in sin. Can't even keep 1 out of 10. Look, listen, learn, my kin, discern what the sacred soul did when it became her turn to reclaim her father's mother lineage, stolen from the ancestral village by those who invaded, raped, murdered, enslaved, and pillaged, all the way back into ancient time, tracked and traced to her Kemetic line. Yeah, this sacred soul came of age into a new stage. Sacred principles and training, abstaining, celibacy before mating, masculine and feminine relating with all due respect. Something she did not expect, totally different than what she had known. She was shown the beauty of natural hair, style and flair. No makeup to fake up her face, garden skills, sisterhood to embrace, brotherhood, keep in order, straight no chase. Yeah, she grew into that priestess queen who knew she had been rescued from the mark of the beast, allowing the spirit of mama's mama to finally rest in peace.
We give thanks to He who had the ability to see and to guide divine social, economic, family, community.
Welcome to the sacred ancestral sanctuary of the Kwatamani First Genesis Tribe, located in what remains of a once vast strip of tropical rainforest jungle. Spiritually guided by supreme soul seer, soothsayer, and holistic living healer, High Priest Kwatamani, chief elder of the oldest, longest sustained, totally raw and living, plant-consuming family community order known in the Western Hemisphere and thereabouts.
Divine greetings. I'm High Priest Kwatamani. There's no ands, ifs, and buts about the fact that we are about the first genesis of humanity, divine, socio-economic, family community order, resurrecting the sacred ancestral spirit presence of the divine children of the sun, and the sacred garden culture from which we come as green earth solar conscious beings. We reside within a green earth solar conscious environment. The objective is to promote veganic living, that is a lifestyle of dealing with the natural and innate states and places of existence and growing of the foods and etc. In other words, just as we do not promote the ideology of the hunting, herding, warring tribes and clans, we do not promote the idea of deforestation and the disrespect of Mother Earth's green earth solar conscious environment that she indeed have used to provide us humanity and all living things thereof a lifestyle of holistic living fuel, a lifestyle where in fact as humanity, by honoring earth, wind, rain, and sun, we honor the essence of who we be. We honor our body temple, the sacred temple from which we reside, we, soul. We're talking about soul-to-soul relations here, and we have a story to tell you.
Listen well to the storyline. I knew breed of spirit conscious state of mind about how I emerged as priestess when I knew within a royal sisterhood I became brand new. Gone through what every pretty girl goes through, but what else you expect a young girl to do? We say it's a spiritual war, no helps with the spiritual healing. They say I find up front or behind, but to my essence inside, the spiritually blind. I remember the promise and the lie. How many times I've been ill-advised, watching the style and turn me buck wild, and I work so hard to fit the profile. My divinity was broken down. Feminine pride was beat to the ground. Me never listen to my mama does say. Things though I always happen my way. There came a time I had to face the truth, and this time my message to each and every youth. Divine eldership is what we need. All life energy for make with body feet. Seek to be caught up in the great I am. Remember, Babylon no give a damn about divine order and the essence of you. Be careful of who and what you listen to. It's time to be wise, open your inner eyes. The generation next has to rise. We teach as we learn and learn as we teach. Divine order will never be breached. Time to wise up, my fellow kin. This time a new breed of consciousness from deep within.
Royal Priestess Kwananu came with several adverse pre-existing conditions, although unseen and unsuspected at the time. Her greatest asset was the hidden agenda of her soul, which took her a long way. In fact, farther than the mindset of self-asserted individualism was able to see, sense, hear, or perceive, as she emerged within a whole soul-to-soul connection, a holistic living relationship with High Priest Kwatamani and the Kwatamani First Genesis Tribe. Over 4 years ago, on August 6, 2022, the soulful presence of Royal Priestess Kwananu Kwatamani transitioned from the seen to the unseen. She was hours away from the sanctuary when we received the news. Soul-to-soul connection is a bond that does not diminish in time, and even now, today, we sense and feel her presence, her sisterhood devotion expressed through song, dance, and storytelling, with her own story serving as inspiration and a testimony to whole life transformation.
She's present, but she's not in the scene. The confessor said, yes, that's her belief. Said she want to ask Papa, or she asked Papa. And now I want to talk to Mama Gail about it. I said, because for some reason, it's like the being is present, but not in the scene.
I'm sure it was a very spiritual connection with the essence of Kwananu, with the cat appearing. I'm sure it's a statement that her soul is still around and still present.
I was asked what was my take on this mysterious cat that showed up. I don't take things for coincidence, so I could just see similarities, and it was an affirmation to me that that sacred soul said, I'm staying present. I'm staying present. We have more to do here. I'm not leaving y'all. We have a tie, we have a bond, and it's not broken. So that was very real to me. She always claimed me as her firstborn son, and I had no problem claiming her as my mama. And I said, we had the same smile. He always used to say that, and I would laugh and she would laugh.
You're noted as one of the best young female basketball players in this country. Can you tell us what is your motivation, strong influence, inspiration that you have?
I don't know.
And how old were you when she came into your life?
7.
The appearance of the cat was amazing to me. It was mind blowing because we never had no cats or pets or anything around us. So it was amazing for me. It was like the soul of Kwananu came back through the cat. Same night she passed away. The whole thing was a lot for me, but I learned a lot of lessons from it. It gave me a more stronger focus, a more connection to my soul, and more connection to the unseen presence of who we be.
Because Kwananu loved b-boy, she brought a lot of fun and a lot of help to the youth. Kwananu Soul is present. She helping unseen to be part of this mission because that was her dream, to be part and help, especially with the grandchildren and the great-grand.
Overstand, 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 said the old bold soul of the oldest old man who walked the land with a stick in his hand. Overstand, overstand the nature of who you be as a part of humanity. And then you'll understand the nature that opposes greener solar conscious femininity, making it easy to see.
And in that final breath, it is clear that there is a living presence that lights the eyes, warms the touch, and does return to the unseen. And nothing in our mortal power can change the movements of the soul connected to the greater whole. The body could no longer house the sacred soul of she. Our focus is on forwarding the life energy of the soul, and although at the time I thought that it meant keeping Kwananu in body of flesh, just now another dimension of meaning opened. The living presence, the soul does not die. She did not stop being with the last heartbeat. The soul of Kwananu Kwatamani lives on. The soul-to-soul bond established with Kwananu continue as a communication pathway, a heart-healing channel of supreme love in honor of the essence of life.
Let's get high off of life.
Resurrecting our sacred ancestral soul is the greatest love story ever told. It's our life.
There's so much that the children of the sun do not know about their own existence within humanity as a green earth solar being, souls. In fact, we've lost complete contact with the ideology, with the reality, with the holistic living reason that we are souls first. It's amazing. But I want to share a little something that has been requested of I from an unseen soul, a very precious soul to us, who somehow managed to get past the various elements that Ma'at require, and somehow able to have a strong presence within the I and within this divine socioeconomic family community order. And that particular vibration of that soul energy who happened to pass through Ma'at's balancing scale has asked that the I send forward a message of comprehension or understanding of her own trips, trials, and tribulations, her own soul journey to help a sacred few of the few that she has identified within the most supreme unseen essence of who we be, and whom she have had seen and unseen connections, but more importantly, unseen connection, because the seen connection, the being will not even comprehend. We have to begin to comprehend, to understand that we are much more than who we think we are, that we are living soulful energy, that we can connect within the supreme circle of life and continue that life presence, or we can disintegrate and become a body, a superficial, a surface being. Please take time and listen beyond that oppositional nature that has given you false religious statements and concepts to make you forget who you be as a soul. Please take time and connect with the essence of who you be. Madasi.
Open our eyes, open our eyes. Open we eyes that we may see. That we may see.
Yeah, she was in search of a cure. No, she was not saved, sanctified, nor was she pure. Yet her soul did endure against all odds, against the facades of salvation offered by self-made gods. Each preach monotheistic, individualistic, jealous, just chilling, unwilling to stop the blood spilling. Life sacrificed to feed the lust and greed of self, asserting its will, and still her soul prevailed as all else failed.
Open our eyes. Mirror on the wall.
Who I see staring back at me is just the surface identity.
Gotta look deep within, deeper than skin.
Open our eyes.
Pact, contract agreed, signed, sealed, in desperate need, manipulated to get her consent. Seems like self-deification was paying the rent, and those who got paid bought soul out the soul, targeting her to be used at control, delivered with ill intent. She never really knew what it meant. Said she was beautifully built and she could sing, an alpha male's dream. Got caught up in a predator scheme. They called it sex appeal. Human hound dogs on her heel. The name of the game, do as thou will, having no real concern about what she feel. Yeah, the players only saw the outer layer. Yet she was so much more, marked for self-destruction in this spiritual war. From the moment she was born, wrapped in parental misery and scorn, generational curses had her entrapped. A precious soul got stole, kidnapped, body possessed, time to a T, years to enact a fatal tragedy. But little was it known, something else going on deep in the core inner zone.
Open our eyes. Open our eyes.
That we may see
The soulful essence.
soulful essence of who we truly be.
Open our eyes.
Open our eyes.
Life beget life, divine humility, the key to break the codes of self-idolatry. Sojourning, learning and returning to our supreme source of divine intercourse. Yeah, he and she biologically, oneness expressed collectively. Holistic living truth, clear and simple. Our body temple, a sacred soul carrier. Our soul to soul mission, a protective barrier. Our communal message, divine action speak louder than word. Most supreme unseen, seen and heard. Opinionated, yeah, she had her own point of view. Sometimes she would misconstrue. Bottom line, she did what she had to do. And a few among a sacred few did see her make it through. Beyond the pious tales of heaven and hell, told by those unable to cross over my odds, balancing scale, creating a death wish kiss for those caught in the midst of this heavenly bliss. Twist where the serpent of chaos hiss, said she didn't want none of this. Instead she took a holistic position, rejecting anything that opposed her sacred soul to soul mission. Her greatest yearning was about returning, learning the lesson she's supposed to be learning, earning the blessing she's supposed to be earning. Yeah, on her path she had to pass, could not fail. My aunt's feather of truth would tell the tale, where those who can't cross over be sent straight to hell. Be oblivious nothingness of the toxic parallel, where the serpent of chaos dwell. Yeah, beyond religious deceptions and lies, there would be no compromise, no self-deified disguise. Yes, she did open her eyes, and oh yes, she did rise beyond the gossip and chit-chat about her reincarnating as a cat. The key, divine consumption, fruit of the tree, divine union, he and she, forward multiplication, divinity, to divine, social, economic, family, community, prophecy, my art decree, karma, what you put out come back to you times 3, however it be, divine order or toxic reality.
Open our eyes.
From the sacred ancestral soul of Kwananu Kwatamani, transmitted through High Priest Kwatamani.
Yeah.
So if you're ready,
So if you're ready to change your fate, ready to reinstate, natural and innate, DNA, character, and trait. There's so much you need to know. We're just getting in the flow. If you're ready, rock steady. Let go of that mono macho, ego-driven, masculine mojo, and follow a natural flow as it was in the beginning. It's how it continues. We're a holistic living way of life is the cure fire.